Where you say you from? You say you from Crenshaw?
I'm from Rolling 60s. But that's
What's Crenshaw?
that's the street.
That's not where you from.
Yeah, I'm from. It depends who I'm talking to. Like if I'm describing my geography, I'm gonna say I'm from the Crenshaw district. But if I'm talking to a LA nigga, I'm gonna be like I'm from the 60s. So it's like if you from New York, you might tell a nigga you from the East Side. But if you ain't from New York, you gonna be like I'm from Harlem, right? I would assume. Or you be like I'm from.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's New York lingo, and then it's like niggas that don't know the lingo. So niggas that know the lingo, I'm gonna say I'm from 60s. But if you don't know the LA lingo, I'm gonna be like I'm from west side of the Crenshaw district, South Central LA. That's what you gonna know.
Wait, so hold on. Why is there chatter about Jay Z being in the same club as Diddy? Allegedly, it's because of his interest in young girls. So rumor has it that Jay Z exploits young women in the industry, young enough to be his own daughter. Now, if you've been following Jay Z closely, you'll know that he's far from the wholesome family man he portrays himself to be. So Jay Z has been under scrutiny for quite some time. Do you guys remember when he was romantically involved with Foxy Brown? Yeah, she was just 15 years old and he was 27. That raised more than a few eyebrows. But wait, there's more. Jay Z maintains close friendships with Diddy, Russell Simmons, and R. Kelly, each of whom has faced allegations related to their relationships with underage girls. Now, with fresh evidence coming to light, it won't be long before Jay Z has to address these shady connections.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans,
your
Jodeci,
parents were
Mary J.
okay?
Blige.
Yeah, good
they
job.
know nothing about this shit.
Oh,
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
You're 13. Is you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, could you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
and what kind, do you have money?
How is that How is that normal at any time?
Do you have the part where they said, would you let your kids go there? He goes,
keep playing.
hell no.
Keep playing it right, because I think it's at the end.
Yeah.
Per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
Yeah,
like
What a
living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
See?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Concerning.
I have kids. I don't even post, and then the Twitter trolls will be, "We're her kids." Well, I'm protecting.
In a startling revelation, a list of rappers whose careers were reportedly ruined by industry giants Jay Z and Diddy has supposedly been released by Ice Cube. Notable names on the list include XXXTentacion and Nipsey Hussle Kid Cudi. These allegations have caused a stir in the hip-hop community and have raised concerns about the power relationships and unseen workings of the music business.
Why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So who's next?
Y'all don't see the lineup?
Yeah, we see the lineup. I'm just waiting to see who's next.
Jay Z is setting Diddy up. Why is everyone having such a hard time? He ain't doing shit different. He lined up D Haven, stole his life and identity. He lined up Big L, stole his life and identity. He lined up Dame Dash, stole his life, identity, and took his love. Lined up R. Kelly. He wants to be the one.
Ice Cube's suggestion that Jay Z and Diddy may be involved in some dubious activities has generated a lot of discussion.
Well, Diddy that's popping out. 50 Cent is at Jay-Z's neck because here's why. Jay-Z and Diddy rapidly was making mad money out of nowhere, and they always talked about it. Same thing with 50, but 50 showed you that he was a hustler.
Yeah.
It's damn hard to be a millionaire in this world.
Let alone a billionaire.
It's damn hard to be a billionaire in this world. Both of them, if I'm not mistaken, Diddy did touch billionaire status. My point being is, has 50 been declared a billionaire before? No, but he's one of the wisest, smartest businessmen in this world. And he'll talk to you about business, he'll talk to you about how to make money, all that. It's like how Jay-Z has. 50 Cent has sold drugs just like Jay-Z has.
Yeah.
But how the hell is 50 Cent not a billionaire, but them two are? We're trying to get out of here, bro. Hey, yo, it's coming out soon, Jay. They coming after your Your is next. Rumor has it him and Beyonce are getting a divorce behind the scenes. They realize that they're stronger together than they are divided. So right now they're more so together as a business rather than as like I only doing this shit. Jay-Z's name is getting brought up in the So Diddy.
Who killed Tupac and Biggie? And I think both of these dudes were assassinated in some kind of way. More Biggie than Tupac. I think Tupac might got killed by a dude that they had an incident with earlier that day. But Biggie's seems a little
JFK.
Governmental.
Long-running rumors and allegations in the music industry suggest that influential people like Jay Z and Diddy may have taken advantage of up-and-coming rappers for their own gain. These claims frequently show up in conspiracy theories and online debates, accusing the two moguls of controlling the narrative in the hip-hop community or manipulating careers in order to fail to provide long-term support for artists.
You know, sometimes I treat my youngest son like an older man, and not saying that I would condone that, I would handle it that way.
Right.
But you know, I think that it was a mistake that, you know, it could be, we should move past it. It wasn't like she was naked or nothing like that. And you know, if you look at the model game out here now, there's models like 14, 15 in Vogue, topless and things like that.
But people don't know that's their age.
Yeah. People don't know that's their age. What I'm trying to say is that nobody's really perfect in this game. And then I think we all getting scrutinized, from Barack Obama to Hillary Clinton to Reverend Wright to Britney to Miley Cyrus.
All good.
You know what I'm saying? To Miley Cyrus, that you know, we have to be perfect. And it's like, you know, sometimes people make mistakes.
For example, some have mentioned the accomplishments of rappers such as Nipsey Hussle Kid. Cudi and XXXTentacion implied that despite achieving independent success, they encountered resistance or lacked the full support of industry elites.
The album The Puff, when it was pretty much done, just got his feedback, played it top to bottom, just wanted to see what he thought. And he was like, it's room on these records to continue to produce. You know, we had a good convo. He like, Nip, you know, you got potentially a classic album, and you know, it's things we could do to really push it over that limit. I respect Puff as a producer, as well as all the other hats he wear, but I think one of his most valuable contributions to hip-hop culture has been as a producer. I seen him do his first couple mixtapes. I'm like, nah, this dude an artist. You know what I mean? He from Compton, and you know, he a young dude out the West, so I just became a fan, and we was always around each other, so that was a record that he did originally. I asked him to let me have that for my album.
And how did you get Puff involved? Like, you don't realize that.
Damn,
you had the
Sean
Sean Combs touch it the whole thing.
Bug introduced us originally, and then I think like last time I checked, video dropped, and Puff hit me like, man, you look like you doing yoga, nigga. What you got going on over there? You know what I'm
Nipsey Hussle, who was 33 years old, was sadly attacked on March 31, 200-19, outside his clothing store in Los Angeles.
Homie, they killed Nip too. Let's not forget, homie, they killed Nipsey Hussle. Eric Holder was not a lone actor in that. If you go back and follow the details, Nip and Big U got into it. Big U hit Nip Daddy across the head with a bat. His brother had to come out and shoot the gun. Hey, y'all get off. Say, Nip, come on, nigga, we finna come beat you. Because I don't want to pay that $20,000. You say it's over this equipment. But the white folks is pulling me away from the set. I met a Jewish white boy on the front row at the Los Angeles Lakers ball game. Me and this white boy getting drunk, we start talking business idea. This white boy see I'm a sharp nigga. This white boy pulled me into business ventures, the vector sector, right? So now I'm being expanded, but now they pulling me away from the set. The set have made it known nobody's bigger than the set. Nobody's bigger than the program. Nip had gotten bigger than the program. Quando is a reminder that nobody's bigger than the program. But Nip had gotten bigger than the set. Well, what do you mean by that, Charleston? Think about when Big U and all the other big homies and the OGs in the hood, they standing in front of Nip shit. They standing on the street corners. When Nip pull up in that motherfucking platinum Jaguar, he pull up in that motherfucking platinum Jaguar, nigga, them fresh ass Puma with all them goddamn chains on, and then he opened up the door. He got a Hollywood bitch coming up out of there, London Lauren, one of the baddest Hollywood bitches we done seen. When the little homies see Nip pull up, do you think they gonna stay here and talk to the big homies, Big U Nip? They gonna make an about face and say, y'all, there go Nip, and they gonna run away from the big homies. As all the excitement going to Nip, all the brawls, everybody in the store, what you think the big homie sitting back saying? Now Nip is growing. Nip that Monday had a meeting with the LA County, with the LA Police Department on gang intervention program before he come up dead.
Kid Cudi has additionally verified claims that he was threatened and coerced by Diddy, and Jay Z information was discovered via a lawsuit that Cassie Ventura brought. Diddy's ex-partner, who said that because of their relationship in 2012, Diddy threatened to blow up Kid C's car.
Diddy's ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, filed a 35-page civil suit against the producer. In the lawsuit, Cassie alleged Diddy blew up Kid Cudi's car, so whenever Cassie would try to leave the relationship, Diddy would use his staff and threats of violence to make her return. He went through her phone and discovered messages between her and Kid Cudi, whom she had briefly dated while the two were apart. Diddy became infuriated and allegedly lunged at her with a corkscrew. Cassie ran out of the room, where she was stopped by Diddy's staff, who told her just to talk to him. When she returned, he hit her several times and kicked her in the back as she ran out the door. Cassie flew to her parents' home in Connecticut, where they photographed the bruises on her body. In February 2012, Cassie alleged that Diddy wanted to blow up Kid Cudi's car and make sure his friends were around to witness it. And guess what? A few days later, Kid Cudi's car exploded in the driveway. Crazy.
According to federal officials, Diddy reportedly carried out this threat by planning an attack on Child C's car.
And a record deal with Combs' label Bad Boy Records. Combs then entrenched himself into Ventura's life, gaining control of all aspects of her life while plying her with drugs and alcohol. Wow. Interesting. The relationship soon turned violent. Excuse me. After finding out Ventura spoke with another music manager at a party, Combs allegedly kicked her in the face repeatedly. Combs' own security staff tried to stop him, but was unable. According to the lawsuit, Combs then began forcing himself to perform sex acts with men he hired while he filmed. Whoa. In one particularly egregious example of control Combs exerted, he allegedly became enraged after finding emails between Ventura and the popular rapper Kid Cudi. From the lawsuit, in February 2012, during Paris Fashion Week, Mr. Combs told Mrs. Ventura that he was going to blow up Kid Cudi's car. Kid Cudi's car? Diddy, whoa.
Has also talked about having visited Diddy's flavor camp when he was just 13 years old and had comparable experiences.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn some...
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I
Come
mean,
on.
but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I ain't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't necessarily understand it.
Uh-huh.
Biggie Smalls was there.
Biggie Smalls was there. Lil' Kim, Craig Mack.
All these people are hanging around.
Yeah, man. Faith Evans.
And your parents
Jodeci,
were
Mary
okay?
J. Blige. They ain't know nothing about this shit.
Oh.
I was having a good time. You know what I mean?
Does he have you doing any chores? Are you doing dishes at all? I mean, to keep you humble somewhat? Or are you just like, could you stay up till 4 in the morning with them and party?
I mean, I could. I actually stayed up longer than them.
And do you have money? What's going on?
I mean, I had like per diem.
Yeah.
I had like,
What
like
a
a living.
life.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
14 years old. You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
Usher recounted seeing really weird things and said that the setting was fairly wild puppy crazy in a number of interviews, including one with Howard Stern. Usher characterized the camp as a place where he was exposed to a lot of adult actions and situations that he didn't completely grasp at the time.
This is
Flavor Camp?
Yeah, go ahead and play this.
It's about a minute, right? Okay. Wait till the end, though.
To New York City.
and I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor
He's
Camp.
13 at the time.
Adam, let us hear it. Go back
Yeah,
5
that's
seconds, please. Go back. Because what he called it right there is what's key. Go ahead.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn some...
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what
Camp.
it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Not really.
Hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was 13.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I ain't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things
Yeah,
taking
that's
place.
called rape.
While Justin Bieber has seen many difficulties in his career, these are not the same as what Usher told about at Diddy's Flavor Camp.
One of the things that keeps popping up on social media is Justin Bieber.
Yeah, there's a video of Diddy asking Bieber to sleep over for 2 days.
Yeah, Diddy might have been
Michael Jackson.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Side Justin Bieber. I'm good.
He looked like he was
He
was coughing, looked like he was about to cry, broken from
Yeah.
What the did they make these kids do?
And I seen the interviews with Usher where he looks. He's like,
it's crazy.
And we gonna go full crazy.
Bieber has been candid about his battles with mental illness, such as depression, anxiety, and ADHD. He has also discussed how the demands of celebrity influenced him to take drugs and deal with other personal problems.
Diddy doing this to Justin Bieber. Many people were saying it almost looked like he was checking to see if Justin is wired up. Then this is where P. Diddy goes to say something to him secretly, and many people are saying Justin wanted to leave as he walked fast into his car after that conversation. And let me know your thoughts on this.
Former Diddy bodyguard Jen Deal has repeatedly spoken out about the toxic power dynamics that pervade the hip-hop industry, drawing from his own experiences with Diddy and others. He has coined the term horseplay to describe the manipulative and often abusive behavior that is masked as playful or harmless interaction within these circles. Deal has been vocal about how these power structures, particularly in the context of Diddy's relationships with artists and associates, are built on exploitation and control. He has explained that what may seem like harmless banter or casual behavior is often used as a tool to exert influence over individuals, particularly younger or more vulnerable people trying to navigate their way through the industry. This type of manipulation, according to Deal, is common among those in power who use their position to keep others in line, ensuring that loyalty is maintained through fear or psychological coercion. Deal has noted that the relationships Diddy fosters with artists are frequently built on a foundation of manipulation, with Diddy controlling not just their careers, but aspects of their personal lives as well, all under the guise of being a mentor or friend. Behind the scenes, Deal asserts that this dynamic is far from friendly, as Diddy allegedly uses his influence to push people into compromising situations, where they may feel indebted or bound to him for the sake of their careers. Deal's commentary shines a light on the darker side of the industry, where power games and psychological manipulation are rampant, yet go unchecked because they are disguised as playful interactions. By normalizing this behavior, the industry creates an environment where those with power can get away with more serious abuses, leaving victims afraid to speak out or feeling like they have no choice but to play along. In his statements, Deal also emphasizes that this isn't just unique to Diddy, it's a pervasive issue within the entire industry, where horseplay is just one of the many tactics used to control artists and associates. The system, as Deal describes, is rigged in favor of those at the top, allowing them to exploit those below them, often with little to no accountability. This kind of behavior becomes cyclical, as younger artists and new talent are brought into the fold and subjected to the same toxic power dynamics that have existed for decades. Deal's candidness has sparked conversations about the need for change within the hip-hop industry, where mentorship and guidance too often give way to exploitation and control. Through his testimony, he hopes to expose the dangers of this manipulative environment and encourage those who have experienced it to speak up. However, Deal also acknowledges the difficulty in challenging such entrenched power dynamics, as many who are complicit in these behaviors have deep connections that protect them from facing the consequences of their actions. Ultimately, Deal's revelations are a call to action for greater transparency and accountability in an industry where the line between playfulness and abuse has been blurred for too long.